This lesson is for pro-democracy people, largely progressives, largely white progressives, who have people in their circle who are committed to voting, but are undecided about who to vote for, or even Trump curious, not Trump committed, because those people are the gettable people. These are some reflection questions if you've gone through all the lessons of this module that you might think about or even talk about in a group if you're working through this module in a group. What are some methods that you're going to use to calm down before a conversation or during it? Even though your target person is not MAGA, do you have feelings about the MAGA movement or fears of it that you need to work through in order to engage in this process in an authentic way? How can you do some listening practice? It might be helpful to spend some time on Fox or other right-wing news sources to learn how to not be so reactive when you hear these ideas. How do you feel about finding good things about Mr. Trump or his movement that you can talk about? Do you resent the idea of even doing that? If so, this may or may not be the kind of project you want to work on. How does the idea of finding misgivings about the Biden-Harris administration or the Dems generally make you feel? Does it feel like a betrayal to do that? Can you remember moments in which you had misgivings about them? Given the array of misdeeds of Mr. Trump and bad behavior by MAGA, which stories are the most powerful for you to tell? Just think about that. Can you set a time to practice those stories with other people who are not going to judge you? What will you tell yourself so you won't be too thirsty during the conversation? You don't want to be too focused on getting a certain outcome, because you're wanting to do that prevents the outcome from happening. You ain't the boss of me is a feeling we all have. If people know you want them to change right away, they ain't going to change it because you want it. Are there actions you can take that will help you reconnect to people who are not dyed-in-the-wool progressives like you are? Is there some person in your circle, a vendor that you know who you know is pro-MAGA, but he's so nice, and it's useful to reconnect with so you can be more open to the idea that all those people are not crazy? How do you feel about the idea that there's been a whole bunch of black folks dealing with difficult conversations for years, and you can benefit from that? I said that in the previous lesson, and you might find that helpful or distracting. Those are some questions you might ask yourself as you prepare to do what is undoubtedly hard but important work. If you like the content of this video, please press like or subscribe, because that helps the algorithm push it out to more people who might want to see it. Anything you do in support, whether it's a like or a subscribe or a share or even a small financial contribution to this self-funded project, is helpful in making sure we can continue this important work of spreading compassion for the sake of democracy.